Hi everybody, it's Mr. XStitch here, just taking my baby out for a walk, trying to get her to cool down and hopefully go to sleep. I wanted to give you a very quick rundown of what I've been up to, because I got myself a new little camera thing, which means I can do walking and talking. And that makes it easier for me to do talking to you guys, because it's been a while, and geez, half the reason it's been a while. What have I been up to? Why have I got this camera is a good question. I'm doing something called the Handmade Festival, which is from the 13th to the 15th of September at Hampton Court in London. It's a great show, hundreds of stalls, craft sellers, food sellers, people doing all kinds of workshops and activities. There's talks, there's presentations. I'm quite excited because Rahul, the winner of last year's Great British Bake Off, is going to be there. And I'm going to be there doing an art installation. Over the 3 days I'm going to be cross-stitching on some fence panels with wool, with a piece that's designed to celebrate handmade, let's put it like that. That'd be pretty groovy. There's still time to get your tickets. I'll try and put a link in the show notes so you can get a discount if you use my exclusive code, £3 off a ticket. Definitely worth a go. See you there. I'm going to say hi. It's going to be good, I'm looking forward to it. So I bought myself a new camera. Haven't had much time to do YouTube, if I'm honest. I was listening to an audiobook called Make Time. That's the cover, and it's by a guy called Jay-Z and another guy who might be called Jake, but I can't quite remember. It's a good book. They both worked at Google. They talk about the best way to use your time, having laser focus. I've been listening to an audiobook called Make Time, sort of productivity book. I've read a lot of productivity books now, I'm not 100% certain, I need to read many more. This one was written by two guys who used to work for Google and YouTube. Really? What do you think? It's written by two guys who used to work at Google and YouTube, and they talk about ways of getting focused, how you can find time by doing things like making a distraction-free phone, just getting rid of all the apps you don't need, taking the plunge, avoiding what they call infinity pools, which are those apps that you can just scroll through endlessly, like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, apps that you think are worthwhile, but they're totally not. And it's really, really useful for getting laser focused, but I think it's just one of those things, a bit like with Profit First and some of those other books, where you've got to... I'm saying enough already, Daddy. All this talking will get you nowhere. Yeah, you're quite right. And he's basically saying that, yeah, you've got to concentrate on what's important, in this case her, and not making YouTube videos. That's part of the problem, really. I should point out, I live next to a graveyard, so I'm not being morbid. This is just where we go walking when we go walking and trying to get to sleep. So it's a good book, Make Time. It's interesting, it's well written, there are a few cool ideas in there. They have lots of different tips for you that you can try out to try and make improvements and stuff, but the idea of focusing on what's important at the expense of things that seem important isn't a bad idea. One of the ideas I like is not doing your emails until the afternoon. Annie likes it too. Yeah, don't do your emails until the afternoon, that way you can get stuff done in the morning without being at the behest of the demands of others, and nobody ever died by you replying late to an email. So that was a good idea. In other news, in October I'm going to be curating an exhibition at the British Textile Biennial. The first one, I'm doing an exhibition at Townley Hall in Burnley, featuring all kinds of cross-stitch works, some of which will be familiar to you if you've been paying attention and you saw my exhibition at Standon last year. So I've managed to secure some pieces from new artists, Severia from Lithuania and Marina Bolmini from Italy are among two of the people whose amazing work I will be sharing for the viewing public. It's going to be a great exhibition. There's going to be Leah Emery's fruity artworks. Keith Clark's done 7 members of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air household now. There's going to be something in it for everybody really. There's even a piece of mine in there. So that runs from the start of October through to the end of February. The biennial goes on until November, but my exhibition runs until February. So that's going to be great, really excited about that. The latest issue of the magazine just come out. Issue 9 is Orient with 17 different designs, including 2 new people. Christabel Sinek, an Australian designer who's got an astrolabe design which helps you orient when you're on a ship. And then Tadu Asano, who is our first pixel artist, and that's super exciting because I found someone who's never been involved in the world of cross-stitch at all but makes amazing artwork using tiny squares of colour. Who would have thought? It makes a lot of sense. So their design's really great. And yeah, it's a good mix. Been some really nice designs, good eclectic cast, lots of design, different aesthetics, some familiar names, some emerging talent, just the way we deliver with XStitch. And it's nice to see that we're still carrying on with that and it's still going well. Cross Stitch Crazy magazine did a survey recently and one of the questions was, which is your favourite cross stitch magazine, and XStitch was on the list. So that's pretty nice, thanks guys. I like the people that run Cross Stitch Crazy, and the people that run the world of cross stitch are all good people. So it's nice that they see me as a threat. For I am indeed changing the game. And talking of changing the game, I had a Kickstarter campaign for the XStitch magazine 2020 calendar, which hit not 1, not 2, not 300%, but 1003%, which I'm epically grateful for. It is an amazing project. It's got 13 different designs in it from 13 different designers. I chose some of my faves, people who are available. It's a really eclectic mix of designs and it'll be a great calendar. A month on each page, a styled shot, and then a chart on the back that means you can stitch your own version of it. Again, an international cast of designers, an eclectic selection of patterns, just proving that XStitch is a real cool way to spend your time these days. So yeah, and that was amazing. I'm so grateful. Set a goal of £600, hit that goal in 4 hours. 4 hours, amazing. Thanks to having a couple of really good mailing lists of people who love the subject. So that's been brilliant. And then yeah, went on to get us 1000% funded, which is something I never thought would happen. And you know, you're grateful when you do a campaign like that. You're grateful for success, and you hope that you've done the maths, which means that the success is useful. Because you know, it's one thing to do an amazing campaign like that, but if it's not going to make you any money personally, then it's an altruistic act, which is great if you don't need to keep a roof over your head. But yeah, 1000%, amazing. Just really helps validate the point of what we're trying to do with XStitch and changing, you know, people's perceptions of it and stuff like that. So that's been really exciting. Thankfully now, my young friend has dropped off, so I can finish my evening inside the house with a sleepy baby rather than outside with a crabby baby. Let me know what you think about this. Hopefully this video is going to be alright. I've tried to film it holding it. It's all an experiment, you know, we try these different things. I'm hoping you can hear me okay, I'm hoping it looks okay, because this kind of format might just be easier for me for producing the kind of regular self-reflective thing. And indeed the reason I bought this is I'm hoping to do some kind of time-lapsey thing next weekend to show you the progress of the art project in a future video. But yeah, let me know what you think, let me know how you are. It's been a while. I have to blame my children, who I love dearly, and everything else. I don't get much time to spend on YouTube making things, but I'm having a blast with the 2 lovers of my life, and my wife, the 3 lovers of my life. But I'm having a blast with a loving family and a great opportunity, so I'll keep on trucking. That'll be me for now. You have a loving Kingpin of Contemporary Embroidery signing out saying happy stitching everyone.
Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did like the video, please feel free to like the video, and hopefully you'll subscribe to the channel as well. I'm Mr. XStitch, I'm the Kingpin of Contemporary Embroidery, and I'm here to change the way you think about needlework. So if you're into that sort of thing, subscribe to the channel and join us for the ride. Thanks very much.